Welcome back. We're here with part 14 of our royal family fifth generation. Though our fifth generation monarch is not here because he is at war. So we have Lucille here and Noelle and Celeste. And we are just going to get all their needs up really quick. Actually, looks like everybody's doing pretty good. I guess I left them off pretty well, but I didn't even remember doing that. So there's that. But we are going to also work on their aspirations. So we'll have Lucille work on some wellness, Noelle work on her fitness, and Celeste work on her music. So that is what's going on with everybody there. I'm not going to have Lucille find a job. So if we do end up completing this section of her aspiration, except for that, I'll just cheat that level of the aspiration completed. And okay, we're hungry. We gotta go to the bathroom. Nope, come back. I thought you were gonna eat that. Okay, so we have Lucille here talking to her daughter. Her social's a little low, so we're just gonna have her chit chat with her mom. Maybe, Lucille's hoping that her daughters could, maybe get her some leniency, considering they're both princesses and pretty close to their sister, who, is the future queen. Not that they aren't close to their father, but he's off at war, so I think Lucille is worried that, she's worried that if Gabriel comes back, he'll kick her out, but she's also worried that if Noelle gets the power, she'll kick her out too. So she's not in a very good position. Her best bet would be both Gabriel and Noelle dying at war because that would make her daughter Kiara, who doesn't live here right now, that would make her daughter queen. And she could probably get her daughter not to kick her out. And she would really like that because she wanted Kiara to be queen in the first place. That's why she killed Noelle. And we spent all that time bringing her back to life. And oh, look, Celeste has her first day at private school. Look at her little uniform. I like that mod. It's Education Overhaul mod. It is very cute. So actually, Lucille's home alone today, so I'm just gonna have her run some errands for me by harvesting the money trees and cooking the birthday cake because we have both Noelle and Lucille's birthdays in this part. And to be fair, Noelle probably wouldn't eat a birthday cake made by Lucille because last time she ate something by Lucille, she died, but let's pretend that she ordered it or something. So there's that. And the maid is still here. Okay. And the maid is like eyeing our birthday cake. I'm putting it in her inventory so that he can't put it away. And some random sim died on our front step. Love that for us. This is great. Okay. The kids should be, home from school. So let's get the birthday cake back out and invite over everyone so that they can celebrate the Crown Princess's birthday. She'll be becoming a young adult. It's very exciting. We'll give her a makeover. It'll be lots of fun. Okay. So let's have everybody sit down at the table. And the maid took our cake. How did I know that was going to happen? We'll just get that back. Okay, so everyone come hang out, come sit around. I love when they do this. We actually don't have enough chairs though for everybody, but you win some, you lose some. So there we go. Noelle is actually going to have the active trait because she's been working really hard lately to prepare for potentially going to war. She's really worried about it. So she is getting as strong as she can and hopes of, surviving it if she does end up having to go. Of course, that is very sad because that would mean that her father had died. But, you know, she's got to do what's best for her kingdom. And she really doesn't want Lucille to be in charge. So she's going to do everything that she can. And we do have 2 new Sims leaving for war soon, and that is Marcelo, who is supposed to be at war right now, but I didn't remove him from the club, so he showed up, and I'm trying to make him leave. You didn't see him, even though literally everybody was just watching him dance. Everything's fine. Okay. The two Sims are from the Griffin family and the Kitsune family that we'll have in the next one, and that makes one of them right here, Evan Griffin, who is the second Griffin son, I guess. Yeah, I think he's the second child. And um, he is actually going to go. So both of his parents are now deceased. So the next person that kind of would go would be Mikkel the fourth. And so um, But he's currently the Duke, and I don't know. I think that Evan kind of volunteered to go in his brother's stead. I think that maybe Mikkel is nervous, like I think he's scared. I think he's scared, and he's gonna let his brother step up for him. So, and I totally did not realize that was Ronda in our bed. I was like, who is sleeping in her bed? It's her girlfriend, so it's okay. Um, so yeah, Evan is going off to war in the next part. So we are actually having Celeste give him a little romance, and Noelle is having her own romance because she needed to get her fun up. And yeah, we're having Celeste kind of talk to Evan, maybe have a romance before he leaves to war, maybe get married. That would be good for them. But I think everybody is leaving for the night now. Like I can't get them to do anything else. He's like, I gotta go. And she's tired and hungry. And anyway, so everyone is leaving. So let's get that all set up. And I think, yeah, Noelle's asleep. I don't know what Lucille's doing. Totally forgot about her. Okay, she's eating. So that's good. Mom and daughter once again eating together. Very nice. And Noelle is sleeping. That is the heir's room. And Lucille keeps sleeping in the monarch's room, even though she's not supposed to. But if she doesn't get caught by Noelle, then she's going to keep doing it. So, and there's Rhonda sleeping on our couch. Rhonda, I told you you could leave, and you didn't leave. And also, you should have slept in the bed with Noelle if you were going to sleep over. Anyway, okay, Noelle needs to get to level 5 fitness, but let's give her a makeover first. So I was kind of thinking I want to keep her in braids because her mom had a braid, and I feel like that's her like nod to her mom who died when she was young. So that is good. And honestly, I'm not going to make you watch me scroll through all of the things because it took me a really long time to decide what to put her in. So we are just going to cut most of that out. But I did want to put her in something that said, like, I'm kind of a badass, but I'm also, you know, serious, but also, devoted to her country. And I don't know. I just wanted her to be very, like, hard, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but I wanted, you'll see. You'll see what vibe we're going for. I want, because, she's going to be in the military if Gabriel dies. So I wanted to kind of give her that styling where she's, very diligently, responsibly, seriously working towards making sure that her kingdom survives this war. So here are her outfits. I gave her two formal wears. So one of them is like that military uniform, and the other one is like a simple dress. And I did feel like she wasn't going to be overly like frilly with her stuff. So you can see like a lot of tank tops and like athleisure and then like very simple dresses. Look at that six pack. She earned it. I was going to fix her posture a little bit, but I didn't have full edit on. So anyway, yeah, but I wanted her outfits to be kind of simple, but also, very polished. I mean, that last one is kind of like throwing on a bunch of stuff. That's, I think, from Cottage Living, but I feel like it kind of suited the vest. I felt like suited her aesthetic. So, but yeah, lots of tank tops, lots of like spaghetti strap dresses, so stuff like that. Oh, and I gave her a tattoo on her leg if you noticed that. And oh, Rhonda, you're still here. Um, thanks for taking care of our garden, Rhonda. So let's get everybody going. You have to go to school, don't you? Oh, it's also Lucille's birthday now. So she needs her own cake because everybody ate the cake that I left out. And Noelle is going to go work on her fitness. Very nice. Celeste is at school. Yeah, Lucille, you don't get a birthday party because nobody likes you. Sorry, not sorry. So she has to cook her own birthday cake too. Yeah, she's feeling bad because her and Noelle have grudges against each other. Like, you're surprised? And she's sad because that Sim died. She's probably sad because her life is not turning out the way she had hoped. But let's get her checking on our money trees. And oh, look, her daughter, Kiara. I was talking about Kiara earlier. This is Kiara. She came to visit. Let's have her talk with her mom. Maybe Lucille will be like trying to plot with her, like, oh, this could be our chance to take the throne. And I don't think Kiara's interested. She's like, seriously, mom, you didn't give up on that yet? Like, you know, Kiara is more worried about her husband coming home from war. That was her husband, Marcelo. He was the only Gen 6 sim in war previously. Now that's not going to be true anymore because the Gen 5s are all dead. But I think that each time she's been very concerned about her husband. And we have Celeste here trying to snag a husband. You can do it. Okay. So what I want from them is to smoochy, and then I want. So usually what I do if I'm going to do a quick marriage is I have them try for a baby. We've like canceled all social interactions and then we come back so it's not the same conversation so that we can get them engaged. Actually, and because I have that like more personality mod, he actually asked her to be his girlfriend all on his own. And there's Gabriel. You're supposed to be at war too. You're not supposed to be hanging out here out front. Why won't you stay where I tell you to? Okay, so maybe Gabriel gets leave. I don't know. You really shouldn't be leaving everyone else on the battlefield when you're the king. But let's just say he came to see his daughter. He's like, "Oh, I'm old. I'm worried. Things aren't going well." So maybe he wants to talk to her about the war. Anyway, so oh look, Ronda's here too. Oh, Ronda and Noelle are such a cute couple. I'm so glad that they just autonomously love each other so much. Anyway, I'm trying to have her propose and he says no. And then I'm trying to have him propose and she says no. And neither one of them want to do it because it's too soon. And I'm like, seriously? You're going to play that game with me? So I'm not happy about this turn of events. I was really hoping that these two would just, you know, get married right now because I told you to. I mean, she's pregnant. She's pregnant with his child. Everyone, I'm going to force you to get married whether you like it or not. So, um, anyway, this is just not working. So we'll move her into his household later. And well, yeah, it's a later us problem. But anyway, um, looks like Rhonda's here. And actually, you can see Noelle has a whim to get engaged to Rhonda, which is so cute. I mean, a relevant whim. Can you believe it? So I was going to have them like go roller skating together, but they just keep being the exact same animation and it's really annoying. So anyway, but yes, I will have her propose. I was thinking about sending them out on a date, and then I was like, actually, no, I don't feel like it because this video is already going on for plenty of time. So let's actually propose to the camera's not working, but let's propose to Rhonda. So you can do it, Noelle. Tell her that you love her and you want to spend the rest of your life together. There we go. And finally, somebody says yes to a proposal. So I'm really excited about that. And I wanted to ask her to move in, but she left. So let's move some Sims around households. Here we go. And we are going to move Rhonda into our household. There we go. And then we are going to move Celeste into the Griffin household. If my, screens would ever load, that would be great. Also, I really need to update the description on that family because it says Gen 4, which is just not true. So, okay. And then we are also going to move Elsie, who is actually Evan's twin sister. We are going to move her into the Kitsune family because, also Valentine, his parents both died in the war. So now he has to go to war in the next part. But he is also the last member of the Kitsune family. Like, this is it. I mean, we could probably find some distant relative, but he's it. His parents only had one kid, which now looking back seems kind of like a mistake, doesn't it? So he really wants to get married and have an heir before he has to go off to war because he wants his family name to persist. So that is why we've brought Elsie here. She is wearing scuba diving gear, which is just fine. But yeah, so it's very important to him to make sure his family line lives on even after he, goes to war. It's a big possibility that he'll die at war. I mean, this war has been going on for a little while, and um, no end in sight, even though, you know, if we're lucky, King Max will die and then the war will be over. But if we're not lucky, then, our Sims have a chance of dying. So it's very important to, make sure that their bloodlines carry on for the kingdom. And I'm not even sure, like, I don't know. I get the feeling that this marriage isn't so much about love, but is more about that, more about him being able to carry on his line. So that is the way it's going to be here. I don't think she minds. It's like an arrangement. It's an arranged marriage where they decide to be together in order to make sure that everything goes well. And you know what? She becomes the Grand Duchess out of this. So it is not a bad deal. He does not look happy. Okay, there he goes. Big smile after. Okay, they are going to have a baby. So that's good. Here we go. And I'm removing the first kiss buff, hoping that they won't say, oh, we only just had our first kiss. Don't go to school. Come back. She's still a teenager. She's almost a young adult. She's like a day or two away from becoming a young adult. So there we go. They are now going to elope, and we will call that good. So, yeah, in the next one, we will be having another part of the war where Valentine and Evan both have to go to war for their families, and it's going to be another round of Sims dying, which is actually really fun for me. So I don't know why I want my Sims to be miserable. It might be a personality flaw. Anyway, here are our screenshots. So we did have Noelle's birthday and makeover. We had Lucille's birthday. She's now an elder. And we had Noelle and Ronda get engaged, and we moved Ronda into the household. And then we had Evan and Celeste get pregnant and move in together, but only because, she's his responsibility now. They have not gotten married. We'll see what happens in the future on that, but he is leaving for war, so who knows. But anyway, we also had Valentine and Elsie get together. So that is everything that happened here. In the next part, again, we will have more war, and I hope that you guys are enjoying, and I'll catch you in the next one.